Hello, this is a new video from the vehicle template from Unreal Engine where I'm making all the sounds, and today I will show you the surface detection for the wheels and how it's switching the different materials. Let's see. I made it a surface for the asphalt, sand, and added an area of grass to have 3 at least. Okay. So, well, to add a new material, I added this plane and material grass, and here I added the physical material I created called grass, and okay, I made a blueprint, an actor blueprint for each back wheel. So here are attach them to the mesh of the vehicle, just for the left and right on the back. And the reason why I have not attached them to the wheel is because I saw, when debugging, I saw that the component was moving in circles, and that could be a problem. Could sound weird, right? Because the distance to the listener was changing all the time a little bit, so I rather put it here, so it's not moving when the wheels start turning. So, well, each blueprint actor has an audio component that plays this Metasound. So I made a wave asset for each material, and they're playing, well, a loop in loop. And what it does, this is that it has a trigger, an input for each material, and when a material trigger is called from the blueprint, it plays that loop and stops the other. So if any other material is playing at that point, it will stop it. And also the stop input will stop all the loops. Well, I also added a random start time, so the loop is not starting every time from the same point. And well, this is the same patch I used for the engine on a different video. Okay, so another thing is that I added a speed input. So when the speed is very low, it will lower the volume until 0, like a fade out. So for instance, I can play sand. If I play grass, it will stop sand. This is asphalt. And stop. Okay. Well, the blueprint first sets a variable for the movement component and the audio component, which is the audio component I called is the one I showed on the previous videos. That is the one that manages the engine sounds. So because here I'm already checking the speed and if the car is moving and all that. So the new blueprint is not doing the same again on tick. I set a variable for this blueprint on the new one, and then get the values from it. And the other one is the movement component from the car, right? This. So these two are set in the new wheel sound blueprint. All right, here I'm binding to a event dispatcher event I created here on the audio blueprint, because here I'm already checking the speed, right, of the car to work on the engine. I did that, so I added a call. I called this new event dispatcher to send this event to the wheel blueprint, so the wheel blueprint knows when the car starts moving and stops moving. So that combined to the material surface, which will play the correct surface Metasound loop. So well, here what it does is if the new speed is different than the previous speed set on this variable, it will call, I mean it's different and one is more than 0.1 and the other one less or equal, it will call start moving. And if it the other way, if it was moving and now it's not moving, we'd call stop moving. Okay, so that goes here. So when these events are fired, well, it sets this variable if it's moving, and it will play the Metasound or stop it. Which are these two functions are used again on different situations here. So play wheel surface will execute the trigger parameter from the correct material. I will show you later how this is physical material variable is set on tick. But well, if the car starts moving, we'll check the material and execute the correct material trigger, which are these, right? Sand, grass, or asphalt. And stops. If the car stops moving, we'll execute this trigger, the stop trigger, which is here, right? The one that stops all the loops in case any of them is playing at that point. All right, what it does on tick, the new blueprint, it checks which material is under each wheel, checks if the wheel is in contact to the floor, and updates the speed that gets from the audio component. Okay, so watch material. All right, it will get the physical material from the movement component, and here to get the value from the correct wheel, I have this wheel index integer variable, which I set when I put the I added this wheel blueprint to the vehicle, and here I set the index like manually, right? I know the back right is 3 and back left is 2, so that's the only configuration I added. I have to make when I attach the blueprint to the car. Okay, so I get the physical material. If this material, just to check to make sure it's a valid material, I have this list of valid materials: asphalt, sand and grass. So if the new material is on the list, it will, and also of course if it's not the same material that we already know from the previous frame, previous check, if it's different, I update the variable and call material change. This is just debug. And well, material change, it will see if the car is in contact and it's moving, right? Only if it's moving and it's in contact, it will play the Metasound with the correct material. And this one checks if the wheel is in contact. So if there's a change, if it's in contact and it wasn't, or the other way around, it will call contact change. Contact change, the same. If the if the wheel is in contact and is moving, it will play the correct loop. And if it's not in contact or is not moving, or both, it will stop playing all the materials, because if it's not moving or if it's not in contact, will stop. I also added attenuation to the wheel, to the Metasound. Here, and I think that's it. I will keep doing more features for this project and upload new videos. Thanks for watching. See you.